Hello and welcome to a tutorial where I will teach you how to use Java and external APIs to access and make use of external services. But before we continue, there are some prerequisites to completing this tutorial, which are on the screen right now. If you haven't completed any of these steps, feel free to set everything up and come back to this video. Using external services can enhance a program in such ways which not be possible without them. And in this particular tutorial we'll be looking at how we can use external services to gain information about our location, and then based on that we'll get a weather forecast for the local weather. To start, let's open up a console and create a folder for our project. Then navigate inside it and create a Java file. This command will open up the file for us to edit. At the top of the file, we first specify inputs, which include tools for working with web files which we will use in our project later. Below that, we define our class called location. Feel free to stop the video to copy the code at your leisure. The first and main part of our program will be a function, which will allow us to fetch contents of an HTTP page. We'll call it fetchURL. The code in it establishes a connection to a page specified by URL which was given to the program as an argument, and then reads in the contents of the specified page. Results are returned as a JSON object, which we represent as a string. Next, in our main method, we use fetchURL to get our location based on the IP address from the IPinfo service. The output of this will be a set of coordinates separated by a comma. Now we split the coordinates that we got from the request and append them to a URL of a weather forecast service, and use the result inside another call to fetchURL to get an XML file containing various entries with current local weather. This file is hard to use in the program, however, so we extract the information we need from it, and in this example it's current temperature. To extract the desired attribute, we first parse the XML file into a DOM object, and then use DOM manipulation tools to get the desired element. String is not a good representation of temperature, so to get an actual value that we can use in a program, we parse it into a floating point number. Finally, to actually see that the program works, we add a print statement to display the temperature we just got. After that, we can save our code by pressing Ctrl X and agreeing to the prompt by pressing Enter. Now it's time to compile our code, and when the process finishes, we can run the program. If everything was done correctly, on screen we should see the current temperature being displayed. This brings us to the end of our tutorial, and at this point you should be able to access data from external services and use them in your program. Thank you very much for watching, and have fun with your Raspberry Pi projects.